The last 24 hours have provided us with some significant rainfall, and we haven't seen these kind of numbers, especially in a one-day rain total, in quite some time. Coopersville getting the top report of 2.26 inches in only a couple of hours yesterday. Walker coming in with the second highest total of nearly 1 3/4 of an inch. And then we go all the way down to the Grand Rapids Airport, which getting a respectable 0.62 inches of rain is far on the lower end of things. The western part of the area west of 131 really had a lot of those highest rainfall totals from yesterday. And we still continue to have those scattered showers and storms overnight and tomorrow as well, with a fairly active week ahead. Pockets of rain and storms through at least the early part of the week, probably through Thursday as well. And that will also lend to some cooler temperatures. We're going to be in the 70s instead of the 80s, and that's still above average. It's also going to be pretty humid out there, so that's going to be a big change for us too. And as a reminder, fall officially begins at 2:19 p.m. tomorrow. We will have sunrise right around 7:39 a.m. and sunset right around 7:30 p.m. Currently, we have a lot of cloud cover and temperatures mainly in the upper 60s and some low 70s out there. Lots of lightning with these scattered showers and storms that are happening right along a warm front that's slowly making its way north. Most of the pockets of these areas of storms are not going to be very strong, but there could be some maybe 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts and frequent lightning, and of course those heavy downpours. As this warm front lifts to the north and the low pressure system and cold front back to the west get a little bit closer, that will continue to keep the focus for rain and storms in the forecast the next couple of days. And as the warm front lifts through, that's going to help to keep us on the muggy side. Dew point temperatures all the way through Tuesday, likely to stay in the low to mid 60s. So even though it will be cooler, that mugginess will be very much present, and it's not really going to feel all that much more refreshing out there. Temperatures tonight probably ending up close to 62 degrees or so. Still continuing to see that chance for scattered showers and storms, but not everyone will get the rain and storms, and it will stay that way through tomorrow. We'll have pockets of rain and storms, highs in the upper 70s for most of us, and some significant dry time in between those areas of rain. Not a slam dunk, but those who do see some of the rain and thunderstorms, it will be on the heavier side in terms of that rainfall intensity. Through early tomorrow morning, we're going to see the pockets of rain that are out there now move to the east and weaken. We'll probably start out at least dry initially, seeing some of those areas of scattered rain and storms into the late morning and early afternoon. This model run is actually pretty dry in comparison to some of the other ones, so you can see it's very scattered in nature with the rain and storms. Not everyone is going to get rain. Some of us will, and some of those totals will be pretty high. We could definitely use it. Most of us, though, getting about 1/10 of an inch of rain over the next day or two, with additional chances for rain and thunderstorms coming up through the middle of the week. And this comes from a big upper low spinning right over us, adding energy into the atmosphere and lift, and that's going to help keep those rain chances in play. So we'll stay in the 70s, but we will have those chances for rain and storms all the way through at least Thursday. Friday onwards, though, through the weekend, it does look to dry out. We are going to have a really nice weekend ahead with temperatures finally below average.